Today we'll be going through a character build to review a tax collector, whose mission is to collect taxes from the local populace and chase evaders. Hi, I'm Yovel, and I'll be going through the core features of the build and discuss the decisions why they were chosen. We are starting with an unbreakable goblin, as a hardy tax collector means they will be able to survive a door slammed into their face, table flips, and other improvised means people will employ to escape from paying taxes. The first level feat is Rough Rider, allowing the tax collector to employ more suitable animals to complete their task, whether it is a goblin dog or a wolf, to travel from town to town or chasing tax evaders in the wilderness. At level 5, the Kneecap feat allows a tax collector to capture people who either try to escape from paying or have been on the run for a few years. The negative 10 to 15 speed penalty will allow the tax collector's goonies to catch up and restrain them. The 9th level feat, Cling, allows the tax collector to stay with the target if they are grabbed. This can be useful in situations to maintain penalties such as a flat-footed condition or on troublesome or larger foes that have a higher movement speed. At 13th level, the Unbreakable Goblin allows the tax collector to be more hardy, granting more health from ancestry, and to take no damage from fall. The Bookkeeper background represents the training and experience of accounting and record keeping. The bonus feat, Eyes for Numbers, will help the tax collector quickly check receipts and tax returns to ensure they have collected the right amount. The tax collector is a follower and is employed by the Church of Abadar. Their place of work and worship is a city bank. When the tax collector is not doing rounds during the harvest season or those rare missions of chasing down nobles and adventurers for not paying their taxes, they spend their time completing paperwork and audits. We will be also taking a dedication that will involve Abadar's edicts and anathemas. We are going with the Investigator class to allow the tax collector to identify the right amount of tax, who has to pay, and whether they forged their accounts or escaped with all their riches. Our methodology is empiricism, the analysis of data and statistics, ideal for a bookkeeper and tax collector. The That's Odd Investigator feat allows the tax collector to pick up clues that may lead to tax evaders or forge accounting books. At first level, we are beginning with the Takedown Expert feat to allow the tax collector to apprehend tax dodgers and take them in for punishment. We are taking the Athletic Strategist feat at level 2, allowing the tax collector to complete an athletic maneuver using their intelligence instead of their strength to grapple or trip someone fleeing from their responsibilities. At 4th level, the Lie Detector allows a tax collector to take advantage of people attempting to deceive by twisting and turning their words back at them. We can also take the Shared Stratagem to give a bonus to one ally, enabling an increased chance to hit. And down the road with Didactic Strike, that is available at level 16, the Shared Stratagem is buffed to 10 allies, all able to apply an additional 2d6 precision damage on their first strike if it hits. We are taking the Cavalier dedication, allowing us to take the wolf as our mount with the Goblin Rough Rider feat. Our tax collector will pledge their service to Abadar to collect taxes from all who should. From here, we can take the Impressive Mount, which acts as the Mature Animal Companion feat to increase our wolf's capacity to fight and the size to large. Quick Mount will allow the tax collector to chase after foes who have chosen to run away or have already made a getaway before evidence of their flight into the night was known. Moving on to the Incredible Mount feat, the wolf will go down the nimble route as its jaws are finesse. In addition, the wolf's jaw will also gain the trip feature to capture foes more effectively. And the Specialized Mount feat can be taken up to 3 times to add features to the wolf companion for the tax collector. Appropriate options include the Ambusher, to sneak up on targets, allow the tax collector to subdue them silently and effortlessly with non-lethal attacks. The Racer, to improve the movement speed when chasing people down a highway as they speed off in a carriage full of untaxed riches. And Tracker, to find those who attempt to hobble up in a secret safe house before returning to their mansion of ill-gotten gains. Moving on to skills, the Investigator has access to skill increases every level and has access to a number of skills in the beginning. The skills we are focusing on today are Athletic to improve the Investigator's chances of tripping and grappling foes to restrain them if they try to escape. Titan Wrestler to enable the tax collector to attempt tripping and grappling larger creatures as goblins are only small. Deception to allow the tax collector to investigate potential leads without tipping them off. Lie to Me works with a lie detector feat as our initial perception will be impacted by the goblin's ancestry penalty to wisdom. Discreet Inquiry will allow the tax collector to gather information to determine if rorting has occurred or if the target is involved in any other dubious business without tipping them off. This may be taken further by investigating the target with a quick disguise, allowing the tax collector to pose as a member of the staff in a noble's home or enter more unscrupulous areas easily. And Backup's Disguise allows the tax collector to create a diversion and take on a persona of someone else, whether a patron or staff member, to slip out of sight. Society is a skill in learning how to understand bureaucratic documents and reports, whether they are agricultural report on a fiefdom or sales and profits of a mining company. All must be understood to properly file a tax report. Glean Contents will allow the tax collector to scan any exposed documents and understand their contents to determine if there is any discrepancy when reviewing people for their annual tax. Biographical Eye will help the tax collector confirm they are speaking with the correct individual. It would be a stain on Abadar's name by collecting taxes on the wrong individuals. In addition, checking minute details about their work, hobbies, and spending habits will let the tax collector determine a suitable tax amount for the individual. Stealth is for those targets of investigation who have shady dealings or other unfortunate tax collectors were duped with cover stories. Shadow Mark will allow the tax collector to enter the target's residence and go through their records and details to confirm the value and number of their assets and income. Swift Sneak will assist the tax collector's movement speed during the sleuthing investigation of shady places and noble houses. And Legendary Sneak to avoid detection by hiding and sneaking without the need for cover. And Survival to track down foes that have gotten away or follow a lead. For equipment, we have the options of the club, staff, and sap from the Takedown Expert feat that will give us the capacity to knock out targets easily to take them in for questioning. Using any of the three will be fine, but using the staff two-handed will limit grapple attempts. Tripping is another means of capturing targets, so other weapons that can do lethal damage can be options. Alternatively, the wolf animal companion will be able to trip with its jaw attack. The Investigator is trained in light and unarmored armor, starting with padded and then switching to explorer's clothing once you hit the dexterity cap as you gain more ability score increases. In the event that a tax collector will need to get their hands dirty and apprehend a target for questioning or imprisoning them for breaking the law, tactics like grapple and tripping can subdue them, allowing you to strike and knock them out. Working with your wolf mount, and if they have taken the ambusher specialization, the tax collector can move into an ideal position to strike and capture the target. As mentioned, the wolf's jaw can trip foes, causing them to fall prone. Shared stratagem or didactic strike will buff up allies, including the wolf mount, to take advantage of the flat-footed condition if the tax collector chose not to make a grapple attempt. And here we have a summary of all the chosen feats, skills, and equipment discussed in today's video. We also have character sheets available in the description box below. Thank you for watching. If you'd enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe. Also comment your thoughts on a tax collector below. Till next time.